Prince Harry has arrived back in Britain to be by the Queen's side, as the royal family prepares to lay the Duke of Edinburgh to rest, after touching down in Heathrow on a commercial flight. The Duke of Sussex was doing everything he could to try to make it to the UK alone for Prince Philip's funeral. However, his wife, Meghan Markle, who is pregnant with their second child, made every effort to travel alongside her husband but did not receive medical clearance from her physician. A source claimed that Prince Harry will not wear his military uniform at the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, after losing his official honours in Brexit. It is a significant reunion, as it is Harry's first trip home since he and wife Meghan Markle left for California, after their shock split from royal life. The couple have been in the United States throughout the pandemic, and only last month gave a bombshell tell-all interview to Oprah Winfrey that plunged Buckingham Palace into crisis. It was believed Harry would likely isolate for around 5 days after arriving from the United States, where he lives with Meghan, who is pregnant with a baby girl, and son Archie. Buckingham Palace yesterday confirmed Prince Philip's funeral is set to take place at St. George's Chapel, at Windsor Castle on Saturday, the 17th of April at 3 p.m. The service, which will be televised, will begin with a minute's silence and be preceded by a ceremonial procession inside the grounds of Windsor Castle. The Queen must choose just 30 people to attend her beloved husband's funeral, which will take place entirely within the grounds of Windsor on the 17th of April. The initial list, which stretched to around 800, has been massively cut back as a result of the COVID crisis. In Prince Philip's funeral, Prince Harry will unlikely to wear his military uniform, after losing his role as Captain General of the Royal Marines, which he had taken over from his grandfather in 2017. This means he will wear a suit instead of his previous military outfits. Prince Harry's positions as Captain General of the Royal Marines, Honorary Air Commandant of RAF Huntington and Commodore-in-Chief, small ships and diving were taken away when he stepped back from his role within the royal family. Like Harry, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, will be wearing a suit after he stepped back from public life for the foreseeable future in 2019, over his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. While Prince Charles, Prince William and Prince Edward, who expected to wear their ceremonial outfits for the funeral. However, royal expert Richard Fitzwilliam says despite the change in Harry's role, it's unlikely he will be dressed differently from his brother. Prince William, who will walk with his brother behind the Duke's coffin, qualified as a pilot after completing training at the RAF College Cranwell in April 2008. He became a full-time pilot with the RAF Search and Rescue Force in early 2009, and his service with the British Armed Forces ended in September 2013. As Harry has foregone HRH, he could technically be referred to simply as the Duke of Sussex and the order of service for the funeral. That decision is expected to be made by the Queen. Mr. Fitzwilliam said, "Everybody knows there is an enormous amount of speculation, whatever happens on this issue. Relations between the brothers, we know perfectly well, are very strained. Last month, when Philip was in hospital recovering from an infection and heart surgery, Harry isolated at the California mansion he shares with Meghan and had a private jet on standby in case he needed to fly home." Prince Philip had been shielded from the details of Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview as he recovered from surgery. Prince William is very upset and reeling over the bombshell claims made by his younger brother Prince Harry and sister-in-law Meghan Markle during their Oprah interview, insider claim. However, he said, he expected the rift between Harry and his brother Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, to remain quiet so the royal family could present a united front in mourning and rally in support of the Queen. The royal family can come together as family, and it is certainly absolutely essential they present united front. Saturday will be a chance for the royals to make a show of unity, he said. I am sure that they will for the greater good to give Prince Philip the sends-off he deserves on Saturday. But it is going to be very, very uncomfortable, Mr. Fitzwilliam said. A witness told that, they saw Harry arrive from a British Airways flight at London's Heathrow Airport where police were waiting on the tarmac at 1:15 p.m. on Sunday. He was reportedly wearing chinos, a jacket and black face mask, and was met by security off the plane before getting into a black Range Rover and being driven away. Under England's rules, travelers may leave self-isolation after 5 days if their COVID test returns a negative result, but Harry will be exempt from quarantine due to the urgency of the matter. The palace is steadily unveiling details of plans for Philip's funeral, and has confirmed the royals will be respecting his wish of a private funeral which the public will not be invited to attend. Prince William and Prince Harry will walk behind their grandfather's coffin at Prince Philip's funeral. The brothers, who have hardly spoken in 2 years after a series of rows, will walk shoulder to shoulder ahead of the service at Windsor Castle. It is thought Harry and William haven't seen each other in person since autumn 2019. The brothers are expected to stand shoulder to shoulder, as they form part of the royal procession at the service for the Duke of Edinburgh, in Windsor on Saturday. The reunion is widely seen as a chance for Harry and William to mend their relationship, which has reportedly been even more strained since Harry and Meghan Markle sat down for a 90-minute interview with Oprah Winfrey in which they open up about several struggles they faced in the lead up to their royal exit last spring. Royal sources said the Duke of Edinburgh was saddened by their rift, and urged them to put their differences aside for the sake of the Queen. Prince Harry will have to face his family alone, after the couple's bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey in which the Duchess accused a senior royal of racism. During the interview, Harry also claimed his brother and father were trapped inside the monarchy, and spoke openly about his rift with William. "It's been really hard," Harry said. "I am part of the system with them. I always have been, but I guess, and I'm very aware of this, my brother can't leave that system, but I have." Harry and William are expected to put on a good face and united front in public, regardless of how their private conversations go. Some royal sources hope that the brothers' first meeting for more than a year could lead to some kind of reconciliation. The source added, "They say a picture is worth 1,000 words." Everyone will be watching the funeral closely to see the body language between the brothers. Following their mother's passing in 1997, William and Harry walked behind her coffin as it made its way to Westminster Abbey. The Duke of Edinburgh is believed to have been a great comfort to the princes when their mother Princess Diana died. The brothers were said to be terrified to walk behind their mother's coffin at her funeral, but Prince Philip took charge, telling them, "I'll walk if you walk." Prince Harry said years later that he was grateful he was a part of it and for his grandfather's guidance. Thank you for watching our video. Please support growing channel by subscribe channel and like video hour. And don't forget activate notifications to channel to always get the latest news. If you have any problems with the information in the video, please write a comment below to let us know and answer.